As tensions in the Middle East come to a boil, Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri has asserted that India is well placed to meet its fuel supply needs. Global oil markets continue to remain volatile in view of the emerging geopolitical situation amidst the Iran-Israel conflict, leading India to review its petroleum supply situation with top officials of the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas as well as executives from state-run oil companies. Now, the minister has affirmed that India is well placed to meet its fuel requirements after the country diversified its import basket substantially under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This comes as India is making a huge push to ramp up its own traditional fossil-based energy production, with Petroleum Minister Hardeep Puri stating that the government was outlining several measures for exploration and production. Professor Madhav Nadapath, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian, is with us live on this story. Okay, I think we've lost his connection there, but these, of course, are the bigger updates coming in this hour. We are learning that Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas has given a big statement. He has said that India can meet its fuel requirements. India has, of course, reviewed its petroleum supply and fuel supplies and supply channels. And after that, of course, this statement has been given by Hardeep Puri. Professor Madhav Nadapath, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian, is back with us on the broadcast. Professor Nadapath, if you're able to hear me now, I was trying to ask you about the statement by Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas saying and assuring Indians that fuel requirements are sufficient for our needs.
Yeah, I think the minister is perfectly right. And the reality is that once the Israel-Iraq Iran war is settled completely, with the elimination of any terror groups in Iran, oil is going to be plentiful in the market. In any case, fossil fuels are moving out. They have to have a lower price if they need to find buyers, and a lower and lower price as alternative fuels are becoming cheaper and cheaper. So I'm not worried about that. I think Minister Puri is absolutely right. And I think, frankly, President Trump cutting short his G7 visit and going back to Washington, there's no way the Americans are going to abandon Israel, especially now that Israel is, frankly, confronted with an existential threat of a nuclearized Iran. So I'd like to say very honestly, Minister Puri is absolutely right. But the only thing is, in the short run, there will be some problems. And I think the government will be well advised to lower excise duties and make other cuts to ensure that Indian consumers are not badly impacted, because a high fuel price ripples across the entire economy and causes inflation. It causes higher prices and it leads to public suffering. So I would believe there's a tremendous ripple effect of higher oil prices. So I'm sure the government of India under Prime Minister Modi, helped by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, they are going to take steps to ensure that there are duty cuts so that the consumer is not made to pay the temporary burden of a spike in oil costs. The reality is, although oil costs fell a lot, Indian consumer did not really get much benefit. I think it's time that the Indian consumer at least does not suffer a greater loss. Uday.
All right. More